I'm gonna show you how I made stressed out. It's pretty cool. This is another 20-minute ramble about like nonsense. I didn't talk about tape delay. Oh my god, that's awesome. Again, if you don't know, I filmed these after I filmed the like video part, and last time I talked about tape delay the whole time. The whole time. But I didn't this time. I don't have tape delay in this song. I'm so. I think I've done a few, but I didn't talk about it. Okay, I didn't talk about it. That's the highlight. We're happy. I fixed the audio, I think. It should be fixed. A bit. Hopefully. Yeah. So yeah, it's cool. I kinda liked this video. It was kinda cool. I did ramble about other stuff, and there were points when I just like sit there and just listen. But it's fine. It's it's rock and roll, dude. It's rock and roll. Let's go.
This is the second video of how I made, which is definitely not copied off Dagler. Trust me, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's definitely not. Come on now. Okay, so this track. This is my second track off the EP. I think this was the last one I actually made though. This was supposed to be released as a single because I didn't know how to release it properly. And that's of course my cover of Stressed Out. It's like it is clearly stressed out, but at the same time I feel like I did something really different. Just to kind of show you what I mean, it's like I'll just play this. Like you can tell those are it's the chords but transposed down a bit. Parts like this. It's kind of not. Okay, but anyways. So again, I've tidied up this file like I did with Whack. And what should we start with? We'll kind of do it in the same order as we did last time, which is just do the way it is. So something my mates asked me when I was showing them my music. So they asked what this sound was. So what I did is I got a. I'll do this one. This is just a. It's a 16mm dream sequence holding the note of D flat. It's kind of ominous, right? And so what I did is I put it into this other song and I faded it. Although if we look at the effects here, it's got a lot of reverb, overdrive. I think that's added. And then we faded it. It fades in. And it kind of fades out. So this was an element which I found in quite a few 21 Pilot songs, and I knew I wanted to do a cover of one of their songs because I was inspired by there was two things that they did. They did an EP called The Mute Math Sessions, which is with I think Mute Math's studio, and they kind of redid a lot of their songs, which I thought that was really cool. I was also inspired by they recently did an MTV Unplugged, and those two things got me back into 21 Pilots, and yeah, I never look back, bro. So I've got a riser here as well. So the riser is just the first piano chord. With a tremolo on it, and it's reversed. So that's a lot of people don't know how to make risers. And it's really simple. So what you do is you find whichever note you want it to be ending up on, and you will bounce that in place. So if you don't know what bouncing in place is, it's where you. So I think in Logic it's called bouncing in place. I think on FL Studio it's called. I think it's called resampling. So it saves computer space. Or computer whatever. So it is very beneficial to do if you're not editing the actual audio much anymore, if it's MIDI. So yeah, so you do that by just right clicking and going bounce in place. So what you can do is you can then reverse it, and normally you add a lot of reverb, so it reverses and it goes into it, so it kind of fades. Next, piano. We're gonna go through piano really quickly. Piano, it's just basic chords. So that's layered with a bass so that it kind of has more impact. Wait, no, it's not. Hold up. What? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so this top one is just bassier, I think. What is it? Okay, never mind. Now the bass comes in. So, in the piano, we also have these weird things like this. That is just, I'm pretty sure that's just the chords, but, oh no, that's one of the chords, and I've just put an arpeggiator on it. Then we've got these weird parts here. That is, again, an arpeggiator. I think it's the same chord. Yeah, I think it's the same chord. Panned right, arpeggiator on. Next one is panned left. And I thought that was really cool. It was kind of just adding. I don't know. It wasn't necessary. That's back. That was so weird. Okay. Anyways, moving on from piano, we're gonna move on to the vocals, which are really weird. And I want to start this off by saying, from memory, I got bored and I was drinking. So a lot of these words are really I'm not swearing. Today we're not swearing, but they were really weird. They were really jumbled. And you can hear it in the sort of pre-chorus chorus thing, whatever. But now mine is blurry face and I get what you think. Blurry face and I get what you think. Mine is blurry face and I get what you think. I don't really know what I did with these vocals. I did these ages ago. I don't know what's happening. So, what is this? So this is a lot of... Oh, so there's a lot of echo. And, I mean, a lot of chorus. Sort of gives it that weird, just out of tune sound. It's kind of cool. And it had a lot of pitch correction. Okay, it's got, yeah. So something that I experimented with during the making of this EP was pitch correction and how to make the most of pitch correction in the sense of like overdoing it. So I don't pitch correct my vocals unless it's obvious. Like later on in the song, it's very obviously pitch corrected, but that's the point. With these, this doesn't have any. Blurry face and I get what you think. I don't know what I was thinking with these. The vocal mix. Oh well. So these are really weird. I did these out of time because I recorded this before. I was trying to record the layers, figuring out what I wanted to sing, and I came up with this. So I think these vocals are transposed up 12. Yeah. It's got some, had some tremolo and whatnot on it. It's pretty sick. I like it. But you can't really hear it because of that. Next, I want to talk about synths. Synths, I love the synths in this song. It's awesome. So what that is, that's just some automated volume. Gradually getting louder and louder and louder. And then it brings in the melody that we all know from the song. But from memory, I don't think this is in time with the actual song, with the 21 Pilots version. But it's cool. It's cool. It's got a swing to it. And it's played a bit quicker. And now we get to the part where I love the drums. And we'll get back to synths a bit later. Potentially. Maybe. So the drums in this song, I just clicked plus drummer. And I wanted to focus on the like production of the drums. I know I wanted a clean sound. I couldn't record drums myself because I don't have drums. I didn't really feel like MIDI drums fit the song very well. So, and I can't program MIDI drums that well. So, by doing this, it makes it sound real. So, whoa, if I remove that. Right? And I really like really loud, punchy drums, really distorted drums, because they don't sound like drums. It's crazy. And that seems too close, so I added some reverb. And with the context of the song, something else I remember about the piano is this. So this is the bass line of the piano. So obviously by itself, it does not sound like piano. It doesn't sound that good. And that's just an arpeggiator playing pretty fast. So with the context of the rest of the piano, I'll quickly show that. Now we get to the pre-chorus. That's another thing my mates try to ask me about. So this synth is mellow chimes, except I added heaps of tremolo. This is without the tremolo. But I didn't think that sounded cool, so I added some tremolo. And what that is it's 1/16 depth. Wow, I don't even know how I did this, but I don't think this is the deep tremolo. Like, it's based off the deep tremolo preset, but I'm pretty sure I changed it a bit. So that's pretty cool. This is the only other part it kind of changes. We've got a new chord pattern, and I add. So that's kind of to go with the bouncy chords, or like the really quick chords, whatever, like the stabs, that's what they're called. This is an interesting part of vocals. So with the vocals there, this is something I want to kind of focus on. The vocals I did really weird. So we got a slam vocal. That's really odd. So that's just heaps of echo. slammed vocal. This is a preset. So this is the part which is kind of. So I really liked how that sounded there, like kind of weird. But when you play the rest of the vocals in this part, you can't. It's not really a highlight. The highlight is these. So I really wanted that to become the highlight at the end because I love the shout. It's not a shout, but like, you know. So I slowed it down. So this is done by fading. So this is the fade tool. The key to press is command for me. But what you can do is you can right click it, and it's got the option to fade or slow down. So I thought, oh, this would be cool if I slowed it down. And it kind of highlights this a bit more. And that's a perfect time to bring in a transition. So what I did is I scrolled through the loop library and I found a fill. A drum fill, and that is over here. Oh, okay, no, this is interesting. So I got a drum fill, and then I got it at normal speed, and I got it at half speed. So the half speed. But then I also wanted the quick one. So I've just basically halved the speed. And I added a riser, and the riser was using the bass. So what I do with risers is I normally use the whatever the lead bass is going to be, which is this. It's a preset I made called Nut Growl. So now we get to the main part of the song. This is the main part. And this is where I want to go back to drums and talk about the drummer. So Logic Pro has this drummer plugin, and you can, what can you do? Double tap it, and it brings you to this menu where you can choose what you want it to be. I want it to be really loud, I want it to be really complex. And breakdowns, you normally want cymbals. But I thought I'm going to try out the half time, which is over here. So you can drag the kick 2 times half time or any of these, right? I can't really explain the drummer thing properly. I don't really understand it. I just know it's cool. You can click buttons. It sounds good. So obviously in this part, it's pretty quick. It's playing with the tempo, right? Well, yeah, the tempo. And then the next part is I put in halftime. And it just sounds more dramatic to me. That's what I thought when I was doing it. And this is getting to the point where I was talking about making the vocals sound like they have auto-tune. See, like, that's without it, not that good. But like, oh shit. A lot of people were talking about how like, oh, why are we using auto-tune? It's like, it's kind of the point. And this is a cool part. So with this one, this is a repeat of the first thing, but I thought it would be cool to, where's the kick? Oh no. So there's another thing you can do, which is called, oh no, I didn't. I did it like this. Did I? did I do it through a tremolo? Oh, yeah, okay. So, I wanted originally this to be going side to side. Except I realized you can't because it's some sort of vocal track. I think it's a mono track? Or a stereo, I don't know. So anyways, I thought, hey, okay, mess around with this. And with it on, it kinda. So that's quarter time. So that's every quarter note. So if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's on all those notes, which is cool. And there's multiple ways to do that, and I did a really, really odd way. So that's called side chaining normally, or it is doing the effect of a side chain, which is where every time something is played, the volume will go down to make way for it in the mix. It's used so much in like all music on the kick. Everything's normally sidechained to the kick because, yeah, big kick, go brrrr. That's kind of how it works. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. In this part, we bring a lot more emphasis onto the lead. Heaps of layers on that. But we only have this playing the. This is the only thing playing the chords, which is interesting. So the reason I did that, which I probably wouldn't do now, I don't know, I think it was an interesting decision back then, and that was by emphasizing the melody, it's getting stuck in your head a lot more because it's the loudest thing in the mix. It's the main part. You could also argue maybe the drums were, but that's kind of why I made it halftime, because halftime there's not as much emphasis on the drums. There's more emphasis on it feeling longer of a song than it is. Because in fact, it's only like nearly 3 minutes, but this part. So the last few bars, I just get rid of the drums. Again, emphasizing that melody a lot more. And just like that, we also end with the melody. So something with this track is I was kind of cautious about posting it because it's a cover and you can't really get away with covers on shit because, you know. Everyone I showed the EP to, they all said this was their favorite track off it, so I kind of felt obligated to release it with the other tracks. Like, it is probably one of my favorites as well. And when I was talking about what inspired it, another thing that inspired it was 21 Pilots did a cover of Cancer by My Chemical Romance, which I really loved. I really loved that so much because they flipped the song completely. It does not sound like what it sounded like. And I think that I succeeded in making this recognizable as Stressed Out, but not. You know? I'm sorry for the quality being a bit shitty on these videos. The last one, I think I've fixed the audio a bit, so yeah. Also, if you guys are wondering about different things with the EP, if there's one part of a song you want me to talk about, leave a comment. If I don't do it in the video, which I describe it, I'm thinking of doing a video at the end talking about the whole process of writing the EP, showing tracks that I didn't release, and I will go over it then. So I'm not sure when that is, and I know that I'm aiming to release these on Tuesdays, and yeah. So any questions, leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and